Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And welcome to our team training tonight. Um, Again, hope everybody had a good holiday. Anybody have any success stories with Jove over the holiday with any family or friends that they want to come out and share? You can unmute yourself in the bottom left-hand corner of your computer there, and then you can mute back when you're done. And if you have anything you'd like to share with everybody, success stories, let us know. Anyone?
Sold my first Mini.
Oh, you did? Okay. Cool.
Um, if I'd had product there with me, I probably would have sold a product, but I
Now,
didn't.
shame on you. You should have.
Yeah, I know.
You got to try with that all the time.
I tried everything except, well, I had the product to try
Uh huh.
on my friend, and she was very impressed. She liked it, so she bought the Mini. Did have an issue with another friend that also, I put it on my own eyes, and then I did it for two friends, and the other one had an allergic reaction. So her eyes got all bloodshot, and she had to take it off. It wasn't while I was there; it was a little bit later.
Her eyes got
But
bloodshot. How did she rub it in her eyes? She get it in her hand and
I
rub
don't
her
know.
eye?
Possible. She said it was itching.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Okay.
and then I had an interesting experience the next day, or well, over the weekend. I um, was in the mall, and somebody seduced me into a beauty store to try some of their products,
Uh-huh.
including something for the eyes, he said. And um, it was very similar, didn't work as fast, and they were selling it for $399 for a tube, which was pretty crazy. But then what happened was about 15 minutes later, after I left the store, I had an allergic reaction, and my eyes got totally bloodshot, and like red,
Yeah.
really red, and were itching. And then a little later, my eye was twitching, and I couldn't wait to get home and wash the stuff off.
Huh. Yeah,
They
that's
had told me that, it has an immediate effect, and also the best thing is like a mask for the eyes. You leave it on overnight and wash it off in the morning. And I was like, no way am I leaving this on all night. But it was sort of interesting.
yeah.
But the whole thing made me realize that, we really need some kind of protocol when you go out and talk to people about this, to um, have them, to know, to ask the right questions, to make sure, they don't have rosacea or something else, or um, what I did first with the, people in the store was I had them put it on my hand first. And anybody that may be questionable, you might want to do that, or at least make sure that
Sure.
what to do if,
Yeah.
if somebody does have a reaction. And right now we don't have,
Well, I think if that happened, you would
we
just
don't have
wash it.
anything to
I think
do,
you would just wash it off, like you said. You just, if it did, you'd take it off. I mean, when they were first doing the beta test about 7 or 8 months ago, or even a year ago, they had some. They said tested in the back of your hand. A person could do that and stuff like that. But we'll have to see. There's if it's a common thing, you don't. I've never built my business around exceptions. I've always
Yeah.
built it around the rule. So when there's little things happen like that, I don't, it's an exception to me. If you commonly see it and stuff like that, so it's good to share. But if you commonly see it, then you can say something. But I mean, if it didn't, it only happened here and there. So okay, good. Any other?
I just tried it tonight, Rick,
Okay.
and my face got red. I could really feel the tightness on the one side. And my sister, I was just trying to show things to my sister today,
Uh huh.
and I could see a significant difference in the wrinkles on the one side of my face and versus my left side. But I noticed also that it seemed like it was peeling some of my, I guess, dead skin off. I was just wondering if what shouldn't their skin be clear before we put anything on? If we're
Well,
putting this
yes,
on
yes,
top of
yes.
makeup
The
and other
skin.
things.
Okay, so first of all, if you go to the corporate YouTube channel on RX Corporate, they have 3 videos on there to tell you how to apply it. Okay, so you want to do that so you can watch those 3 videos, because it does say apply it on a dry, on a clean face, and also you're just applying it on the wrinkle. The tightener, you don't apply it on the whole face. Okay,
Right.
you apply it on the wrinkle. So you just have to test it. Keep testing it. Some people have dry skin that maybe it might be a little light, and then so you might maybe have to moisturize first and stuff like that. So I've been putting in the dark spot corrector and brightening cream on my forehead, because I have dark spots and stuff on my forehead, just sunspots or whatever, and just to see what it does. And so when I put it on in the morning, and I notice, I'll sit at my desk and I'll touch my forehead or something like that, and it's it's very moist, and stays like that for a little bit, but it shows you how to apply it and stuff like that. And some of it's going to be, it's a brand new product for us. So some of it's going to just be testing and just, experimenting a little bit.
Are we gonna have any kind of cleanser or something that would augment this?
Nope. These are the only 2 products. Deanna Latson's adamant about saying these are the only 2 products they're going to have right now. Okay. And so, you got to keep in mind, now we have 26 products. It's there's all kinds of products. I think in 5 years we'll have 50 or 60 products. Okay, but right now, when you're growing as rapidly as we are and things are happening, you got to continue to grow and get to a certain size to be able to, take care of business and stuff like that. So you can't just build everything. They have plans for a lot of different products. It's pretty, and I think we're going to see some exciting stuff happening, and even in the first quarter of the year, and so we'll have to wait and see. So
where do we go? Where do we go for that RX YouTube radio? What would I just go on YouTube and then just put RX in it?
RX corporate. I'll show you in just a second, because I want you to be educated on how to do it yourself, and how to know when other people you're talking to know how to get to any place RX.
Okay, thank you.
I'll show you that in a second. Okay.
I also have some feedback on the moisturizer. I think it's fabulous.
Okay.
That's my favorite of the 2 products right now.
Okay.
And I'm already seeing results from using that.
Great.
And other people have, said before that for demonstrating the moisturizer, that's something you may want to do on somebody's hand, or actually with your. I think what Deanna did was with her own hand. She had one hand that she was using it on, and the other hand she was not, and so she could compare the 2.
Yep.
And so I'm going to do something similar. I still need to take my before shots of my 2 hands to show the the spots on them, but I love the way it goes on, and it just feels really good. When I first tried the tightener, I had some white residue. I think that's partly from using too much, and it's also partly from my skin was too dry. Okay. So I've been trying to drink more water and hydrate better.
Hydrate. Yeah.
And also using the moisturizer, I would always put that on first, but you have to be sure to let it completely soak in, so it's not at all. You can't feel it, as damp or anything like that. It has to be dry.
Good.
And one of the woman, my friend who did buy the mini, she had some white residue too. It was because she put too much on, so she we just wiped it off and she moved on from that. But she kept looking at her eyes. She's like, "Oh wow, I can't believe this," So that was cool.
Okay, so any other experiences with Jove?
Yes, Rick, it's Heshi.
Okay, hi Heshi.
Hi, I couldn't get in right away,
That's
so
all right.
I might be repeating what someone else said, but I have had absolutely phenomenal experience over the last couple of weeks. I've tried the product on probably at least 24 people. I know I'm not an esthetician, but I asked permission, and they were going yes. And then of course I told them after trying on one eye, if they wanted the other eye done, it was going to cost them $2,400. So I signed in a lot of elite packages over the last couple of weeks. But ultimate packages, yes. But as soon as someone sees the Jove and what it can do, they are so anxious to sign up. They want it right away. what I found is if they have extremely dry skin, it does not work as well as if their skin is moist. Because I had a couple of people who I saw it right in front, and I saw their eyes, and I saw that they were not moisturized. And yes, it's important to drink lots of water, like Nancy was saying, but it's also important for them to understand that they absolutely have to have moist skin. So there's no question, because I had a couple of people say, well, this doesn't work on me. I'm going, well, look at your skin. It's so dry. And you can tell, you absolutely can tell the difference. So as far as I'm concerned, moving forward, I used like a tube and a half on so many different people. But what I'm finding is I'm going to use the brightener first. I've sent people to the bathroom. I say, I'm not putting it on until you wash your face. And then they come out, and from now on in, I'm going to have them do the brightener first and let it completely dry, and then use the serum, because it's far more effective after that.
Okay, good.
So the response has been amazing, and it has, on every single man that I put it on, I made sure that I did the under the eyes, but on the men, I wanted to make sure that they had a wrinkle, and I put it on one half of one wrinkle on one side, and they were just amazed. And there was no question. Every single man that tried it loved it.
That's great.
So, yeah.
Okay, so let me just say a second. She's a superstar. In the last couple weeks, just so you know, she's never enrolled anybody with a business pack or a small pack. She's all enrolled everybody with elite packs and ultimate packs. And in the last couple weeks, she's enrolled, I think, over 15 people. 15 people with elite and ultimate packs. I think 8 or 9 ultimate packs. That's the
Actually,
$2,400 pack. What's that?
The last 2 weeks ago, I had never enrolled an ultimate package.
No, I never enrolled ultimate. Yeah.
And I'd enrolled all elites, and I was so excited after I enrolled the ultimate package that I just started saying to people, when they asked how much it costs, I said, I don't know. It depends on how big you want to build your business. You can start either with a package that's $1,300 or a package that's $2,400. Which would be better for you? And 8 of them signed in with ultimate, 7 signed in with elite packages, and 1 upgraded from an elite to an ultimate. So it was, I know that it sounds, for those people who are not used to enrolling, they'll say, well, she can do it. No, all I did was stand in front of people. I'd walk into a place with nothing on my face, and I'd say, can I have 90 seconds of your time? And there isn't anyone who said no. And I said, I just want you to watch what's going to happen to my eye in 90 seconds. And they, in the first 30 seconds, I go, well, what am I looking for? I said, don't worry about it. Just watch. Keep watching. And as they watched, every single one of them had their mouth drop open. So for someone who says, I can't enroll, just get yourself in front of people who have bags and wrinkles.
That's right. So anyway, I just wanted to recognize her because it's exciting, yes, and she's just getting started. She's on a roll, so
and
we're doing an introduction to a lot of her team tomorrow, so on a special call. So just
Rick, everyone should take before and after pictures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, and right on the spot, they should do it, and then let the person look at the selfie, and let them look at it as it goes, and it you just can't lose doing that.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm done.
Okay, thanks,
Heshy.
Heshy.
I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and shift just a little bit, and I want to show you. I put a new face on Global Success Leaders, and I don't know if you've been there yet, but let me share my screen and show you a couple things I've done. And I don't sleep at all, so but what I wanted to do is I was inspired by Tim's program that I did, and so I decided I've had this software for, a while, but I've wanted to put it on Global Success Leaders. And so here's a new look on the site right here, okay? And and I tell you this for your benefit and for people that you bring into the business, okay? And so I usually add people that come in on our team to our email list. So everybody gets on the broadcast list. So when we're doing these, when events happen, when we do the trainings and stuff, they're notified. And it reminds them. But when you come to Global Success Leaders, there's now an orientation and training link at the top here, okay? So when you click on the orientation link right here, I have courseware installed on here, which is very similar to what Tim's got on 3X Fat Loss, which we'll talk about, okay? And although you're seeing all of mine checked in green, when you log on, you're only going to see the first one, okay? Which means that you have to now go through each of the pages, and it progresses on the left-hand side to get to the next page. So you can't get to any of these other pages until you watch the previous page. So you watch that one, you're going to click it that you viewed it, and you're going to hit next, and then you're going to get to the boss, okay? And it's going to talk about, so picture yourself being a brand new person. Say, what do I need to do? Well, you're going to be introduced to it by Robert Allen right here. He's our Chief Mindset Officer. And then here's the boss. I did a little video of the boss in the back office. Then you're going to continue on. It's not going to take long to go through here. And you're going to say, well, okay, here's all the customer service. Wow, there's their phone number. Better put that in my phone real quick, okay? There's their support email. Here's my link to my back office. Your RX ID is your login. Here's all the countries we're in. That's good to know. Okay, I know where I can immediately know where all the countries that we're in. If I got a question, it's right there, okay? Then they go next to the next one, and you can meet the owners. I don't know why the picture's not coming up there. I have to look at that. And then there's a video about the Founders Club here, which is really, it's kind of important. I seen an email that Riley had chatted with Duke, saying that when you're in the Founders Club, you can expect about $400,000 a year in income for the rest of your life. Approximately. That's crazy, okay? I don't know why my pictures are showing up here for some reason. I just seen it earlier, but there's photographs here, and this allows you to go through the dashboard here. I got something. I think I got a module renamed wrong. Anyway, so you walk through here, okay? I'll fix that, and you go through here, and it shows you all about, everything kind of really to do with RX. Staying connected, the insight, what insight is, your commissions, a basic compensation plan video. Tim Sales does one, Fred does one, a little short one. People say, well, how do we get paid? How's that work? Replicated sites and so on, okay? Then you go over to the training tab, and I put a little short course together about MLM basic marketing. Your why, communication skills, inviting formula. These are all critical to get your business started off right, and should happen in the first 7 to 10 days of your business. If you're not familiar with these, you need to go through them. Obviously, everybody's been reset, so you have to go through them to see all these pages. Okay, so if you want to see the inviting formula, you just can't jump to it. You got to go through here. It won't take you very long, and it's worth your time, okay? And then you can go over to the marketing section, and you can see all these marketing tabs. We have marketing materials in here that you can see the Jove products that we had. You can come over here to marketing tools and see different tools that we're using and stuff like that. The replicated, Explore RX website right here. That we use right here, that has almost everything you need on it. Then we got which is personal development, okay? And really, your business is gonna grow at the rate that you advance your personal development, okay? And Jim Rohn is, he's not with us no more, but he's one of the top, motivational speakers. I shouldn't say motivational, educational speakers, I should say. And it's just great to hear him. And you can go down here, and everybody that's in this business, should listen to Think and Grow Rich. Here you can listen to all the books for free, okay? I mean, all the books. Here's the whole book right here. Because it's past its copyright, it's 1937, we can put this on here, okay? And so there's the audios here. So you can play this audio, and you can listen to
The $1 Million Bookshelf presents
Okay?
Think and Grow Rich.
I've listened to this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. It's the most powerful book. If you haven't read it or listened to it, you got to put it on your short list. It has to happen, okay? So we got some great stuff in here. The Strangest Secret, read by Earl Nightingale. This is a fantastic short video.
Tell you about the strangest secret in the world.
And when you stop and listen to the words he's saying and how he describes it like that, it's like it's timeless. Forever. The words he's speaking will never go out of style. And your kids should listen to it. Anybody that is entrepreneur should listen to it. So I got a lot of things in here right there. And then I have a leadership page right here that has, Lynn Allen Johnson, my sponsor, myself, and Dr. Terry and Chris Silkman and Heshy, as far as the leadership on here. And when you get to a certain level of senior officer, we're going to put your picture on this page. Okay? Senior officers maxing out your income position. Okay? At that point, you're really going to be a leader here. Okay? And we got an archive section in here. I mean, you might not know, but I have every single one of Dr. Strand's videos archived in here. His medical minutes. You want to learn about our products, and it really is not as much as the products as much as ingredients is, because a lot of times he don't talk directly about the products. He talks about ingredients, reversing type 2 diabetes, and these are all on here. They're on a protected link because this is a password protected site, but you can, if you like it, you can find these videos right on YouTube, okay? And you could send them directly off of YouTube, because this is a link right here. So here's a medical minute about vitamin E right here. How it delays and declines in Alzheimer's. If you want to, you can click on this YouTube. When you do that, it's going to open up the YouTube channel for Corporate ARIIX. And you can then copy this link or share it or whatever. I mean, you want to create a little buzz, you hit the share button and share it on Facebook right here. Facebook pops up. You might not be seeing that. And you could share it directly on Facebook. Okay? You can share any video. That's in the archive section down here. I also have archived the convention. I mean, if you want to get a good feel, if you're new in the business, you got people coming in, you want to get a good feel of where ARIIX is, where it's going, watch this convention. There's all these parts right here. I think there's 15 parts here and 13 on this last convention, okay? So you can listen. There's one on prime oils. Yeah, this is some great information. Here's these Chinese girls. They're making millions of dollars right here. They're just following a power of 4 from that Fred outlined, okay? You go to the bottom again, go over here to archives, the 2014 convention. I videotaped the whole thing. There's 26 parts to it, okay? And again, I'm not saying you should stop everything and listen to it, but there's some good information that's here that'll be archived for people that want to maybe come up to speed what's going on, okay? Some healthy body calls and so on. I got a miscellaneous tab that has some different stuff here, and I'm going to continue to add stuff on here all the time to the site. So anyway, your login should be the same, okay? You're going to come to a login page. You will not see these menus until you're logged in. You only see leadership and login. And so if I log out right here, if I click log out, I'm going to see these right here. That's what you'll see when you come to the site. Anybody comes to Global Success Leaders, they'll just see this. It's just a team site. And they hit log in, and they're going to put their username and password. If you forget your password, hit reset. Reset your password. If you're new, your people will just join. They'll come over here, they'll join, they'll put their information. I do have a lot of people that are on other teams that try to get in, and I don't necessarily let them all the time. I let a few people in here and there because it's for our team. It's a benefit. And you should sell this as a benefit. That when you join me in this business, not me, when you're talking to somebody, hey, you join me, you're going to have access to an online training system, a team training and support system, okay? That's going to help you. You can go through these courses and you can and come in and stuff like that, okay? We have a Facebook group. And if they go there and they just tell them, go through the orientation, go through the training, that's going to bring them up to speed, okay? And there's so many people that I field a lot of questions, and it's fine, but after a while, it does get old that, all that information's right there at your fingertips, okay? So when somebody says, let me log in real quick, and let's see. Oh, that's my test. Well, I'll log in with this. This is my test thing, okay? So this is my test account that I put a username. See, I can't access this until I go through it, okay? So that's not the account I wanted to go to. Hang on just a second here. Let's, because I didn't go through that yet. Let me see. Because I do want to show you. This should log me out, log me back in. And let me just get to the front site. Okay, so when you go through orientation and you jump over here and you want to know like the customer service right here and logins. Oh, that's not the sheet. Let's see. Boss, customer service, owners, overview of the back office. Is that it? Nope. Let me see where it's at. Stay connected. Staying connected, I think is where it's at. So here's a Facebook group. Okay, we got a Facebook group and a Facebook page. Here's the ARIIX corporate site, the ARIIX presentation, which is an online presentation I built for the company back 2 years ago. And they really haven't wanted me to keep it up, because they got other things they're doing. Here's all the replicated sites. So at your fingertips, all the replicated sites, okay? Here's the Facebook fan page, the YouTube channel that somebody asked me about. There it is right there. So when you click on that, it's going to come over here and open up a brand new tab. Your tab's still there, and there's a corporate YouTube channel. Everything's on there. You jump and hit videos, and here's all the videos in all the different languages and how to apply Jove. Okay, they're all right there. Okay? And you can share those links with people. Here's the Twitter account. You can't imagine. They tweet all the time. They got tweets going out all the time. Okay? We got a big event, East Coast Regional. If you don't know about that, you should. Let me just cover it now. Greensboro, I'm going. Lynn's going. I think Chris Oakman's going for sure, is the ones I know so far. January 22nd to 23rd. Dr. Cooper, if you've ever wanted to meet the CEO of the company, because I'll guarantee you in another year or two, you will not be able to get around Fred Cooper. These events aren't that big right now. You can go up and, hi Fred, talk to him, meet him, and connect his face. I mean, the more you do that, the more he knows you. Dr. Strand's there. You can ask him questions about your own health, about whatever. Lynn's there. I'm there. Chris is there. So this is the time to go to these events. They got a Friday night dinner and kind of a entrepreneurial talk from 7 to 9. They got all day Saturday. I mean, trust me, if you want to get to know the owners, that's when you do it. You get to these events. They got a Pinterest channel. Okay? Look at all this that gets posted all the time. You can share these things on Facebook. Okay? You can get this links and share them. Okay? We got a calendar. We have the presence calls listed right here. We got a support site that I built for SlenderX and so on. So anyway, that gives you an idea on, everything's there if you get used to it. And I tell you what, I won't shrink this down right now, but this is mobile optimized. This looks amazing on your telephone. So you pull it up on your telephone, in your browser, you make a little shortcut on your desktop, on your phone. So anytime you need to be there, you just click on the icon, log in, and you're there. Okay? So, I get passionate about this because you have to understand tools are what can make you a millionaire. Tools can make you a millionaire because professionals use tools to build their business. If you have to explain everything all the time, yes, you got to communicate and pique people's interest. But once you do, you got to let the tools do the work so that people say, well, that's not hard to do. I can do that. You mean I just got to pique somebody's interest and then share something with them, like our Explore RX site? When I pique somebody's interest and they're interested, they're going to EXPLORARIX.com. They're going right here to my Explore RX site. It's mobile optimized, tablet, whatever, and they're going to see the company, the products, the comp plan, the team, and contact me. And they're going to see everything they need all on one website. Okay? If you want one of these, you get it in Global Success Leaders or the marketing tools. If you have one, it needs to be updated. You can get it updated there, and it's all there ready for you. Okay, and it's tight. If somebody comes over the products and they say, "Wow, these are kind of neat," hey, I'm just going to try this, and they click in here to try it, it goes right in your back office. If they come over here to the team section and they say, I want to join, they can click on this link and sign up themselves. I don't have many people do that, but it could. And then somebody says, well, geez, what are the enrollment packs? There's a link right there. Click on that link. Here's all of our enrollment packs. They're all at your fingertips. Everything we have. And a mobile device, again, it looks great. Okay? And on in the Global Success Leaders, you'll see the main page is RX. Is explorerx.com/RX, and this is the link that has individual videos that you can share. You want to send the Origins video to somebody. You click on it. The Origins video opens up. There's nothing else on this page. There's nobody's contact in this page. You click on email, it opens up your email with a link and sends it to them. You want to share it on Facebook, you click Facebook, and you're now sharing it on Facebook, on Twitter, Google Plus, LinkedIn, and it's a video about the origins. It's the 7-minute video that ARIIX has, okay? And that's all that's on that page, okay? Close that right here, whoops, and get over here. These are all individual videos. Then I got more information down here. You can read through there and comb through there, and they got all the individual videos down here. Got a great mobile app here with Nomi, okay? It's the coolest thing you ever seen that you can take and share your app. You can create your little mobile app within minutes, not minutes, 30 minutes maybe, 40 minutes. Share it, people. It tells you how to set it up, everything. Only works in the U.S. now for texting, but in Canada you can use it, but you got to use the email function on it. You can't really use the texting function, but it will be there soon. It will be there soon. Okay, it's a brand new app. It's kind of in beta right now. Okay, it's not an app. It's just a third-party app. Costs $7 a month to have. Okay, so that we have a ton of resources, but you get down the tools that you like. You use those tools and move forward. Okay, so. Any comments on any questions, I should say, on the Global Success Leaders site at all?
I have a question.
Yes,
I was wondering if you had added the Jove packs to the pack list.
To the pack page, yep.
Awesome.
They're at the bottom of the page.
Thank you.
Yep.
Great.
Other questions?
When you hit those videos and you send them out to Facebook and things like that, is that linked to you?
No, it's generic.
Oh, it's generic.
And the other thing you got to keep in mind is you go to, and this is what I did. You go to explorearix.com, EXPLORARIX.com. You go nowhere. Oh, if I spell it right, EX. Okay, right here it just goes to a page. It just goes to like a pretty page. Nothing's on it. Okay. They can't see they don't get connected to me at all, period. Okay? You have to have like rick.explorerrx, cast.explorerrx, and then, that's that explorerrx.com/rx, that's hidden. Okay? Now, you have to have that link to know how to get there. They can't get to it. They can't click on nothing. There's nothing clickable on here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any other questions? Okay. So now let me shift over here and let me stop sharing a second because I just want to see a show of hands, okay? How many people, and you can unmute her if you want to or just raise your hand physically. How many people have signed up for the 3X fat loss program? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Chris is 13. She's already completed. Okay. Maybe a few more. So most everybody here has. Okay. That's great. Okay. I'm going to tell you, I can't stand it. You know that my mind's been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Now I go to bed like at, usually about 10 o'clock or so. But my mind gets up at 4. And when I wake up, I have to get up. My wife said, "What time did you get up this morning?" Well, I just get up, And I get up, take a nice hot shower, and I come in here and sit down and I start working. And I start, researching. I start doing the things that I do and stuff like that. And so I went through the whole program. Okay. Chris Silkman, she just finished hers today. And Yvonne, I don't know how far you are. If Yvonne's finished yours, right? Yep. When you finish, post your certificate on Facebook that says, you finished it. Okay. That's cool. I can tell you that we have the upper hand, I feel. Okay? Because I was talking to Chris earlier, and somebody was asking her about, she posted a certificate. How'd you get certified? And she's on another team. She doesn't even have a clue. Because, see, Tim sent me this link, and he sent just to a few leaders and said, "Rick, share this with whoever you want to on your team so we can get a wave of people signed up, okay? Get a head start, before other people." So, so did anybody catch Tim Sales' goal that's completed the program? Well, yeah, a couple people have. I'll talk to. Let me just tell you. Tim Sales has a goal to help 200,000 men in 2016. If you got a piece of paper, write that down. 200,000 men in 2016. Okay? So let me give you a couple statistics a second. So there's 319 million people in the United States. So say 320 million people. Let's say 40% are adults. That's 128 million people. 128 million people. Let's divide that in half and say half are men, half are women. That's 64 million people. 74% of men, according to the statistics, the national statistics, and I had the website pulled up, I'll show you in a second. 74% are obese, overweight or obese. That's 47 million people. 47 million people are obese. He wants 200,000. That's 0.004%. That's a half of 1%. And he has created a program that, in my opinion, and we will see the opinion of others, is going to be the best weight loss program in the world. In the world. There's nothing's going to touch it. So has anybody put a pencil to 200,000 men? Times $97 is $20 million. $20 million Tim Sales is going to generate from 3X fat loss. You know he's going to pay out 55% in commission? 55% in commission. He's going to pay out $10.6 million in commission. And I say he's going to pay it out because he said we're going to get 200,000. That's not a question. We're going to get 200,000 men. He says, I'm going to get 200,000 men. So how much of the 10 million do you want? And that's just Tim's men's program. It doesn't count the women's that launches in mid-January. This is crazy to not be all over this. Okay? So, what kind of customers do we have? Okay, and I'm just going to tell you this. I'm not going to have a big shout out. We have men that want to lose weight. But we have another customer that you don't know about. And that other customer is affiliate marketers. Because this program pays out $48 on a $97 sale in the 50/50. Do you know how many affiliate marketers are going to jump through the roof to promote this program? Can you imagine you get an affiliate marketer and he goes out and sells 100 programs? And you referred him? And he doesn't want to join ARIIX, and those people start buying products? It's going to go through your business. All those products are going to flow through your business. It's going to be sick. And all you have to do is drop people in the funnel. Because his program does everything. Everything. You don't got to talk to anybody. Anybody. He's going to take you through the if you're going through it, you know. He tells you what food to buy, what juicer to buy. He tells you what crock pot to buy. He tells you the perfect day. He tells you sleep. It's unbelievable. Every adult on this earth should go through that program. I don't care if they go through, get the clinical pack. They need to understand the food they're putting in their bodies killing them. The food they're putting in their bodies killing them.
Yeah.
I mean, Crisco oil was developed first by a soap company.
Rick, I just want to make a comment. Some of that information I found very shocking. And I have a respiratory therapy background and hospital environment, and I heard things that, it'll scare you to death.
I agree. Me too. Thanks for sharing. It really is. But the amount of money, I've known about this program for 3 years. I've been waiting because I know what it's going to do. It's a tool. It's a tool. If you can't make a couple $100,000 now with this tool and ARIIX and the 3X fat loss, I hate to say I'm going to give up on you because it is not going to be that hard. He is just he's changing the entire industry mixing affiliate marketing with network marketing with our products. You sell it's kind of like a funded proposal up front, meaning that, so let me ask you a question. I'm going to get out of line of my notes. He gives the example. I've known this. It's just I'll use his same example and ask you, would you spend $24 on advertising to make 48? And I hope everybody says, sure, I would. Would you spend $12 to make 48? Would you spend $6 to make 48? What if I told you every time you spent $12 on advertising in a certain medium, you made $48? Wouldn't you say, then, can I spend $120? Can I spend $1,200 and make $4,800? Can I spend $12,000 and make $48,000? Can I spend $120,000 and make $480,000? If your mind's not thinking big, you need to kind of do a little soul searching, because the world is huge. 47 million people, and he's talking about getting just 200,000. You've got to be thinking big, okay? And I'm not saying gamble, okay? I'm going to show you a few things in a second. I'm just saying thinking big, because it's phenomenal. It's just amazing. Let me share my screen again. So here's the inside of the program. If any of you haven't seen it, you have to go through Module 1. So when you come in here, you're going to go through Module 1. Okay, these other ones are going to be locked. And you go through this process, and he has tests in here. The first module didn't have any tests in it, but the implementation does. And he's got task lists, and it's amazing. Okay, then you go over here to an implementation module. And there's an introduction, removing food part 1, removing foods part 2. He's going to clean your house out for you, okay? And then your food list, we're going to go shopping, and your supplement list, and the perfect day, and you got a tracker, and your discipline. Then you got Hell Week. Soon as you get to Hell Week, this link up here shows up, which is an affiliate link that you can now promote it. It's not live yet. I'm going to check again, because he said he's going to send an email. It's not live yet, because I talked to him today. They had a few little issues they had to reprogram and get worked out before they go live. He wants to go as soon as possible, because obviously we got New Year's resolutions coming up, right? Okay? An affiliate program. So you're going to get a unique link. When somebody comes in, clicks in that link, they are going to be cookied to your computer. They get a cookie that knows you're the person that sent them there. Okay? When a sale happens, you get 50% of that. If you sell over 20 a month, you get 60%. Okay, so there's 3 tiers there. Whoever sells the most each month gets an extra 5%. He's incenting people, okay? You do not get this link again until these 2 modules are completed. Tim Sales is a very upscale stand-up guy. He's not going to let anybody promote his business, this 3X, okay, because it's got his name and his face on it, unless they know what's going on through the orientation and implementation section, which is powerful in my opinion. It keeps the quality of the program through the roof. So just anybody can't say, I'll just sign up and promote the heck out of it, and they don't know what to do. You have to use his assets. When you go through here, I want to tell you, as an affiliate, you must read this agreement here. You see this small print, a lot of times we skip over it. You need to read this right here, because we can only use his banner ads, his information, okay? Now, his affiliate software that's in the back of his system, I've used before 10 years ago. I built out a sports photography business, and we had an affiliate where we sold graphics. We sold templates, and we use the same software he's using, so I'm very familiar with it, okay? Which, I can help, I understand it, okay? And I understand affiliate marketing, okay? The academy is the most powerful thing. When you get into the academy and you start seeing about, the dense nutrition and protein and amino acids and insulin and leptin, which is, I've never heard of that before. It was only discovered in 94. What's that?
It's a fat burner. It's a fat burner. Helps with fat.
Yep. Okay. Good. I don't. Your fats, your good fats, your bad fats, cholesterol, trans fats. Hydration and gut health and sleep, and it's just amazing. Okay. And this last video is the most powerful in my opinion because it talks about getting 200 men, and he tells a pretty compelling story. And I am not going to show you any of this because I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. But it is amazing. And the way he delivers it, you got to take quizzes after every module, every section, and stuff like that. He wants you to learn this stuff. Okay? So, you're thinking, well, okay, how do I get people to it? Can I put it on Facebook? Can I run an ad on Facebook? Well, here's reality about Facebook. You put an ad on Facebook about belly fat, they won't approve it. Okay? You put a before and after weight loss, they won't approve it. They're just not. Okay? You look younger in 90 seconds, they're not going to approve that. They just don't approve those type of ads. Okay? So I'm not going to teach you it tonight. I'm not going to show you a lot about it tonight. I just want to tease you a little bit with it tonight, okay? To make sure you go through this. But I'm going to recommend that you take the professional way of marketing this 3X Fat Loss. Do what the professionals do, okay? Because see, what professionals do is they first test. They test to see how a ad converts, how like a banner ad on specific sites converts. What does that mean? Can I spend $12 and get 48, or is it going to cost me? Is it going to cost me $24 to get 48, or is it going to cost me $30 to get 48? How many clicks do I got to get to the website before somebody makes a purchase? Okay, how many times do I got to show them the ad before they click on it? How many clicks do I have to make a purchase? I don't know if you understand that process. Okay. So here we are. That was just obesity numbers. Okay. Here we are on webmed.com. Hang on. This is my son. Let me just tell him I'm on a webinar. Okay. Well, he's going through the program right now because I have all my 3 boys going through the program. I bought one for each of them, because I want them to have their own for the rest of their life. Because Tim Sales is on phase 1. He's putting in phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and phase 5. It's going to blow you away. This is going to go for decades, okay? So anyway, here's an ad. This is called a banner ad. Here's an ad. That's a banner ad, okay? And this is called above the fold. That's above, when you first go on, it's above the fold on the page. As you scroll down, here's another ad. That's below the fold. Okay? You see that ad? It says right here, advertising. Okay? You keep scrolling down. Is there any more ads? No, there's no more ads. Okay? If I hit refresh, they'll change. Okay? So it'll pop up. It's a little slow because we're in a thing. Here's the ad. It's actually the same ad right here going. Looks like right there. Okay? This is a certain size. That's a certain size. So it's that's called an impression. When you see it there, that's called an impression. How many impressions do you have to have before somebody clicks on it and says, I'm looking about something about obesity or whatever. I'm on a blog or something like that. Obesity. And how many clicks I got. So you're probably thinking, Rick, why are you on webmed.com? I mean, what do you mean web? Because we can advertise there. I'm going to show you. We're gonna advertise there. I'm going to advertise there. We're going to advertise there. Whoever wants to advertise with me is going to advertise there. Okay? Let's go look and see how many hits webmed.com gets. So I got a little plugin on my thing called Similar Web. You can download it. It's an extension on Google Chrome. Okay? And look at that. They get 54.1 million hits a month. So what is 54 million divided by 30? Divided by 30. That's 1.8 million hits a day. Can you mute yourself if you have noise in the background, please? I'll just mute all. Okay. So you can see here, 54 million hits. It's the #1 rated site for health and health conditions and disease. And you can see it, 54 million. Last month it had 56 million, 54, 57, 58 million. That's unbelievable over the whole site, right? So there's ads all over this site. It's got 18 million views a day. I mean, 1.8 million views a day. So you click on the next link and you say, where are these views coming from? They're coming from search, meaning somebody is typing into Google obesity, high blood pressure, whatever it is, and it's coming up. Okay? A lot of people in the United States are seeing this. This is just U.S., okay? Well, let me back up. I said that too early. Now you can look at, it's worldwide. You can look at geo-targeting and say, where's the traffic coming from? 65% comes from the United States. 6.9% from India. That's okay. 5% from Canada. 4% from UK. 2.5% from Australia. That's the top 5 sites. Okay? This little tool right here is amazing because it will tell you. Somebody said, well, I get a lot of hits on my website. Come advertise with me. Put a banner ad on my site. I only charge $50 for a banner ad or whatever. Okay, for the whole month. But if they don't get any traffic, you're wasting money. Professionals are going to go and find traffic sources that get a lot of hits. Okay, here's another one. Look at this right here. This is MyFitnessPal. How many people have heard of MyFitnessPal? Look at this. Country Crockett from Real Ingredients is right. Okay, that's an ad. Okay, you scroll down here. There's another ad right here. A Visa card. Can you imagine we going to have ads on the same page where these major companies are having ads? How would you like to advertise on Fox News channel? On all these healthy channels, news channels, business people, all kinds of stuff. Well, let's look and see what they get in hits. Okay, well, this one gets 1.3 million. Not as many as 54, but still a lot of hits. Okay? Maybe it's going to cost a lot. The time people stay on the site is 1 minute, 38 seconds average. They view 1.8 pages, 2 different pages. Okay? They're coming from links, searches, social media. Okay? They're coming 85% US, 3% UK, 2.4 Canadian. Okay? This is powerful information. We can buy ads on here. We can buy, it's called CPM. CPM is clicks per thousand. Okay, you sit here and you spend $3, $5, $10 and say, say for an example, $5 or $3 for 1,000 impressions. Not clicks, impressions. They'll show it on page views. That right there we're looking at is an impression for them. Hopefully we have a good enough ad with Tim's ad that's about men 40 to, men losing belly fat. Okay, his target audience is 40 to 80, but it works for any men. 90% of the information, men and women, is going to be about the same. Okay, the women's program will be done by his wife, and it'll have a women's, twist on it. Okay, his is more men and a little bit more hardcore and stuff like that. Saying we're going to get this done, guys. Very supportive. So we can get ads on there. So it's going to get pretty exciting to sit here and say, you mean I can maybe, so let me give you a couple thoughts I have. Let me stop sharing a second. And a couple thoughts I have is that, maybe I'm considering if there's enough interest to maybe build a co-op. And once I can kind of get some traffic going and figuring it out, people can buy shares in a co-op. So and there's no guarantees in anything, but say if I can get it down to it costs $20 per sale or whatever it is, and somebody says, well, I'll throw $100 in the co-op and I'll buy, maybe the shares are $20 a piece. I'll buy 5 shares in the co-op. And you're put into a rotator, which means that everybody's URL is in there. And every time somebody goes to that link, it goes to the next one and next one and next one and next one like that. So with more money we get, the more impressions we can buy. Right? It's like a collective pool of money. For an example, we want to get on the, on a good positioning on WebMed, for an example. We might have to pay X amount. Maybe we want to buy 10 or 20,000 impressions. Okay? And we spend, whatever, 50, 60, 70 bucks. And then we buy several different things. We put them into a pool and we all benefit from that. Okay? I have to have a certain amount of interest before we can do that. My son actually works with me and he helps me. I'm teaching him a lot of different things about the business and stuff like that. He's pretty technology savvy. Okay. He's going to help me, implement some things going forward and stuff like that. I can tell you right now that there's been, this is going to be very appealing to a lot of people. Okay. And the program, obviously going through the course, then wanting to market it, understand they can make money, and then hopefully become a rep. When they become a rep, you're their sponsor. They buy products and they go through your link. The products go right in your back office. A preferred customer. It auto balances in all your lines. The more lines you have, the more money you can make. So this is the time, if you don't have as many lines and you're within an upgrade period, you can upgrade. If not, you're stuck with the lines you have. Okay? But if you get 3,000 volume points and you got 2 lines, it's putting half of one line, half the other line, depending on how many volumes in your power line. Okay? But if you have 4 lines, it's going to dump in all 4 lines. So you get paid, 50% more than you would not. Okay? So,
Hey, Rick.
yes,
Hey, Rick. This is Dawn. I just want to say the co-op is brilliant. I am all in. I think we should do it.
Okay.
That is fantastic.
Okay, good. I'll count you down as one. It takes stuff to manage it, but the bottom line is it can be a win-win for everybody. I don't think it's the only way you go, but if somebody says I can't do it individually, I don't know how, I don't have the time, but I can put some money towards it. Once we get it down, and it might take 3 months, but if we get it down that says, okay, we got these dozen sites, or we got these 20 sites that we're advertising on, and we know that every time we spend $16.50, we get a sale. It's now saying, pour the money on, turn the faucet on, spend $100,000, because we're going to make, 400, 500,000. It's crazy. Again, he's going to pay out $10 million to the ARIIX reps, to the people that have it. Nobody in the beginning. It's just going to be ARIIX reps that have this. I'm going to market to some affiliate marketers. I'm going to send it out to a couple affiliate marketers that I know and stuff like that. If they bite on it, they will. If they don't, they won't. Some of these guys are making 7 figures off of some of these affiliate sites selling weight loss, because weight loss is one of the biggest industries in the world. Because 74% of people are obese in North America. So you need to think out of the box. He's going to provide banner ads of all types. The 728 by 60, he's going to do square ones, all different types. You're going to take those with your unique link in them, and you're going to put them on a site. Okay? Now I would.
That's what I was going to ask, Rick. Is it going to be one ad, one particular type ad, or is there going to be variations in the ad?
I don't know yet. I haven't seen it myself.
Oh.
I'm waiting. I'm dying to see it. Hopefully tonight, tomorrow. Hopefully he has it done tomorrow, because I'm sure he wants to get it out right away. And so as soon as he has it out, I'm in the back office, and that's what I'm saying. You got to go through those first 2 modules to see it, and I'm in there and I'm looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
my password wasn't working. I don't know what happened when I went in.
Email to support. So they'll answer you.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll answer
Okay.
you. So I would recommend, hang on a second. As a recommendation, take some questions right after this. As a recommendation, I would say get you a unique URL. 3x fat loss something. 3xfatlosstoday.com. 3xweightlosstoday.com. As an example. One for men, one for women. And then you'll take your unique link, and I'll teach you how to do it. Maybe I can do it next Monday. You'll take your affiliate link, and you'll forward it to that domain. So when somebody goes to that domain, it will forward to your affiliate link. Okay? So then you won't do it all the time that way, because there's some track back pixels and stuff like that we'll teach you later, that you can track what's happening and the success and stuff like that. But you might want to give the link to somebody. And every once in a while, if you give a raw affiliate link, which the affiliate link is going to say 3xfatloss.com/affiliate equals Rick Billings, or whatever name I pick, Rick or whatever, okay? And if I give that to somebody might just take that link and just go 3xfatloss.com and go to it. And that'll be a house account for Tim. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just the way the business works. Okay? So if you mask it, if you put it in the indirect, when they go to your link, like I have men's 3xfatloss.com. So when somebody goes to men's 3xfatloss.com, when they click there, it's going to go to my affiliate link and go to my site. And they're not going to be able to see 3xfatloss.com. They're going to see men's 3xfatloss.com. Okay? Now I'm teaching you things that, you got to be a little savvy. You got to be a little savvy, and Tomas just said something. You can use a link shortener. You can use like a Google link shortener. Use Bitly. There's all kinds of stuff. And I do review some of this stuff in the back of Global Success Leaders in the marketing section. If you dig down in there, some of the marketing, some of the new stuff I'm doing now is not in there. And hopefully we'll record some stuff and put it in there because we want future people to be able to that join our team to be able to tap into the same information, if that makes sense. Okay? So there's going to be some, we're not losing sight of Jove, and what we're doing with 3X is going to open us up to doing some banner ads for Jove. Maybe we have some good success on these sites, and I built a co-op for Jove. And people say, okay, I got a Jove site, maybe my replicated site, maybe the site that you have your own site or whatever. Maybe I can build a replicated site for a team or whatever, just a buy now site. Okay, and we could put some money into it and advertise in the beauty section, beauty sites about Jove. Okay, because this is a professional way to do it, and the reason why I say professional is because you can turn it on. As soon as you get that conversion, you want to make money, you turn it on. It's just like, say you were going to invest in something. You're investing $12 to make 48. You're investing 20 to make 48. That's a 50% return. You can't make that in your money anywhere. And it's your own product, and you know about it. It's not like you got a bunch of questions. I'm investing something I don't really know a lot about or whatever. You know about this, okay? So anyway, I'll stop a second and open it up for questions. So you can unmute yourself, and then when you're done, just mute yourself again, please.
Hi, Rick. Can you hear me? Okay. Kathy. Is the only way to do this going to be through this banner advertising that you're speaking about, or you hand out a business card to somebody or something?
The affiliate section will have, it should have, when I used it and stuff, it should have emails, text messages, banner ads, links, all kinds of ways. It's just he's not going to let you do. He wants to create the image, keep the image of 3S fat loss the same. So he doesn't want people creating their own graphics and stuff like that, I don't think. We'll learn more. He's going to tell us. He's going to teach us. I'm sure he's going to have webinars to train people how to what to mark with and stuff like that. But I ain't waiting, okay, because I know how to do this stuff. Okay, good question.
Can I ask you another one? If you have members that join your team and come into ARIIX and they want to be part of this affiliate marketing, he said on the video that he wasn't going to let any other ARIIX people come in because people could join for the small amount, and then
it is a little confusing.
So how does that going to work if you people that join your team?
Let me just tell you what I feel. Okay, how it's going to work. I can't guarantee it, but because I'm a little confused about it. Okay. So what I feel is going to happen is that, because see what happens is he wants to get a bunch of ARIIX people in, but he didn't send it out to everybody in ARIIX. Okay, so that means all those other people who say I want to join, they got to be able to join. But let's say they join now under one of our links, then we get that commission. But as far as the product sales, I don't know what's going to happen there. I just don't understand how he's going to do that. Okay, so somebody clicks on our link and they're another team member, or they're in somebody else's downline. How's that going to work? I don't know that yet. Okay, new people joining ARIIX, absolutely. They can start promoting it. I don't know why he wouldn't let them promote it. It's a funnel. It's a system. It's a marketing tool. It's going to be a little confusing for all the people that are in. That's why $97. The information. One module is worth $97. One video that he did. I can name. It's worth a lot. Other questions? I'm not excited about this at all. What's that?
Rick, the big question is, there's so much now to do. Do we start with yours or do we start with Tim's? That's a hard one because you've offered so much.
My recommendation is get through the first two modules. Okay, I went through the whole program. I'm going to start the program again. I'm going to go on his program. I'm going to get on the drops again after the first of the year. I take everything else plus everything else, that he recommends already. I've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
Okay, for 2 or 3 years, 4 years. I've been taking all the stuff. Okay, I'll get back on the drops the first of the year and go through the regimen of juicing and all the things he's doing, and eating all the right foods. So I would say go through the program to at least get your link. Get through the first 2 steps to at least get your link. Take you 3 hours. I sit and I added all the modules up because I want to have an idea what it takes. Take you 3 hours to get through implementation and orientation implementation. And then the other ones will take you about 6 hours. I believe it's 6. Okay? So get to the first 2 so you have your link if he says tomorrow or maybe the next day says here's the link, boom, you got your link. Soon as I have my link, within 30 minutes I'm advertising on those sites. Within 30 minutes I'm on those sites. I'll guarantee you.
So when you get your link, that's when you change it to men's free X fat loss or whatever you want to. You go to GoDaddy and get a new one.
That's mine.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'll forward it. Yeah. But I mean, I've got to also look the advertising network that we go on. I got to see how the track back pixels. There's a track back pixel, and there's a lot of things that we can do. I got to see how he's got this tracking set up and stuff like that to know exactly how I'm going to put that link. But yes. I mean, I'll forward it because I got some people I want to just send that link to directly in an email. I want to email to them, say, check this out. You know, you can make a 50%, affiliate commission on this weight loss program that's going to change the entire weight loss industry. He'll have wordage for us, I'm sure. Okay, he's got a whole staff. Okay. He's got a staff of either 6 or 8 people that are ready to support everything. He made him go through the whole program. And Tim has spent a tremendous amount of money on putting this together besides his time. If you only just stop and think a second, when he was with New Skin in retirement for 18 years, the guy made $150,000 a month, $1.8 million a year, and he spent 2 solid years building this program. $3.6 million. He gave it up when he came into ARIIX, but $3.6 million is what he was making. So don't you think he's probably worth that? He's got $4 million. This program is going to make him 8 figures for sure. And it can make any of us 7 figures if you want it bad enough. I'm going to make 7 figures in that, and I'm going to make 7 figures in the women's. I'm going to make 7 figures in ARIIX. I'll guarantee you. And I'm going to help a hell of a lot of people along the way. And after that. Heshy's got a goal to get, how many water bottles by 2020?
A million.
A million water bottles distributed to kids that don't have water. And we got to help her out. Okay? The poor can't help the poor. And I'm not saying you're poor, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's just an expression. But when you have a lot of money, you've got to spend it, or it goes to the government, right?
Yeah.
You've got to spend it. And what better way to help other people that are in need? And do that by raising our, taking our knowledge that we have and the efforts we have and our experience and doing it. Okay? And we're going to meet so many new people. That's the exciting part. I didn't know any of you guys 4 years ago. I knew Heshy. But, you meet new people, new friends. So anyway, other questions?
Rick. Yes, Rick. This is Laurel. This is Laurel. Hi. So I did buy the program, the 3X fat loss. I have not yet gone through all the modules. And my question is, in those modules, does anybody tell us how to find the websites and buy the banner to put on the websites?
So you haven't got to Hell Week
you said,
yet. Pardon? You haven't got to Hell Week yet.
No, is that where it is?
As soon as you get to Hell Week, in the implementation, a button at the top shows up. I just showed you, it says business. And the business says affiliate. And affiliate has a video, 9-minute video. Tells you all about the affiliate program. And then you can check there to initial there that you've read the agreement that you want to affiliate thing. And then when the link's available, which it's not, he's going to send you an email saying, here's your link. And then you'll log in, you'll see it, and it'll have a whole nother section. Whole nother section. You'll log in. You'll see your sales. When you get a sale, you're going to get an email. You're going to get a text that says, boom, you just got a sale. Boom. And I want my phone to be singing to me. Ka-ching, 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 all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to, and I'm also interested in the co-op, no question. Okay. So I'm definitely going to be in that group. But I want to jump on it too. And this is something that I know almost the only thing I know about it is what you've told us today. In terms of, sites and buying ads. I've just never been in that.
Well, I'm going to help everybody on my team. I'm going to help everybody. Because it's a win-win. I win, everybody wins. I want all you guys to succeed. So whoever wants to do it, I mean, I want to make it easy. I mean, my son's we're partnering again. He's going to help me. He's going to take a lot of responsibility doing stuff. He knows how to do some of these things, and I need another. He's going to be a mini me. So, So anyway, but and he's pretty jazzed about it. And he's a bodybuilder and he's a nutrition guy and stuff like that. So, okay. Yes.
Hey, Rick, I'm also very interested. So I'm definitely love to know more. So whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Okay, great, thanks. Okay, other questions at all?
Hey, Rick.
Yes.
Hey, Rick. It's Gene. It's Gene. I'm also interested in the co-op ads. Right, and obviously there's some questions I have, but as we go along, I'm sure you'll be able to help me with those.
Yeah, the co-op, all you have to do is just buy. You have to do nothing in a co-op except look at what we're doing. We're trying to come up with some numbers and then just buy shares. They're just called shares because the way a rotator works is you have a rotator is a series of URLs. Okay, so URL is just your unique link. Yours, everybody's link. Okay, is made you put in here. So if you put 6 in there, and there's impressions. If there's 12 impressions, everybody gets 2, right? If they got 1 share. If somebody has 2 shares, the 5 of them get 1, and you get 2 because you got 2 shares. If you have 5 shares, you get 5 clicks, and everybody else gets 1. They only got 1 share. It's all relevant because the more money you put in a co-op, the more clicks you buy, right? If you put, $100 into a co-op, you buy X amount of impressions. If you put 1,000 in a co-op, you buy 10 times X, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, right. So that's all it is. And impressions are sold by the thousands, cost per 1,000. So we just have to see how many times do they got to show it before we get. If they show it 1,000 times, do we get 100 clicks? 10% of their show is 100 clicks. Out of the 100 clicks, do we get, 5 orders? Okay, so then every time I put 1,000 impressions, 100 clicks, 5 orders. That'd be crazy because it's going to be bigger numbers than that because that's we can buy impressions for $5 or $6 1,000, $7, $8 depending on what website. So we'll go over all that and I'll lay it out and stuff like that. But it's in the beginning, it's going to be up to whoever wants to. Like me, I mean, I've got to go test it. I know some other people are going to test it that I know, and we just have to see what it's going to do. And I got to spend my money to figure out what it is because if I can't spend other people's money unless somebody says I want to be on the test or whatever. But it's hard to do that because you don't know what you're going to get. So I just have to figure out what I got to do. If I start testing it and I'm getting clicks like crazy, I'm going to be calling a special webinar because I want you guys to get clicks too. Because it's too big. It's too big. The world's too big. If you think that there's not many things. 47 million guys are overweight. Okay? Doesn't mean all those 47 want to lose weight, but they're overweight. Okay? Other questions? Okay, everybody's quiet, okay? Did we cover everything then? No questions about anything else?
Not a question, Rick, but I'm in.
Okay.
On your poll.
Okay.
Write it down.
I'm just making some notes.
Writing it down, right?
Okay, so thanks for everybody attending here. Everybody have a nice New Year's, and kind of just keep your eye out for the email from Tim that, you know, if you've completed everything or got past that thing and clicked on it. And then, you know, as soon as I get mine, it will be before next Monday when we talk again. Next month, let's see, next Monday is the 4th. So yeah, we'll have
4th.
That's fine. So we'll do one on the 4th, and we'll know more then. And hopefully, you know, everybody's got their link, and some people have shared it, and they've gone through. The affiliate does have some training inside of it. You can see how to do it. It has its own training. His software, if he uses it, has its own training modules in it too. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So good night, everybody. Thank you, and have a happy New Year.
Thanks, Rick.
We'll talk to you next
Good
week.
night.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Same
Same.
here.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Rick.
Bye bye.
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 Rick, I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Sorry. So we're talking about the men's program all the time, and I'd probably be more interested in a women's program, or